Okay, there it is. What's up, friend?
Mama!
What? Okay, so this is my new podcast, Candid Content. Hopefully, I will have a regular co-host. I am hoping. So, are
Okay.
Sundays good for you? Like every Sunday? Because I was thinking about maybe a Friday. Because I'm like, I'll be real crunk on Fridays.
Uh, my Fridays, I don't know. We could try. We could try.
What are your
Man,
Fridays like?
remind me. I mean, most of the time I'm really drained on Fridays.
Oh, so you wouldn't have no energy.
It's been that way, but maybe something new in my life might crunk me up. Talking to my best friend on Friday. Can't ever go wrong with that one.
You
So,
can't ever go wrong talking to the bestie. And let me tell you why I was thinking about that because I don't know how many people are sitting home watching podcasts or listening to podcasts. Now I am going to put this on Anchor because I have an Anchor account, and I think Spotify has purchased Anchor if I'm correct in that. So I'm going to be posting it only on my YouTube channel and Anchor and Spotify because I don't want to oversaturate people with the Facebook and the Instagram because I already got stuff on those pages on those platforms.
but you
And
don't
I
have
really,
you may reach, friend.
huh?
You don't never know who you may reach, so I wouldn't say you were oversaturating when you're just getting started.
Well, okay. Well, let me not use the word oversaturate. Let me since these conversations are going to be more candid, and I don't know what I might or might not say, and
Okay,
I have a whole lot of church folks on my regular page.
okay.
It's mostly probably 85% church folks. And I don't want to offend nobody with any candid content that we might talk about because I'm very candid and you are very candid as well.
Well then, you have to do you, boo.
I
And
am gonna do me. I am gonna do me.
some people, and they know, they have refrained from saying some things, but we don't. I mean, it doesn't make us any less um, spiritual, religious, or morally valued at what we believe. And but it is what it is. So
It is what it is. I agree with you on that. But like it's like I have the radio show, right? That is a spiritual based show, right? Now we can talk about anything. He has said that we can talk about anything as long as we don't cuss.
mm,
And they do. Like the topics get real, like it get real heated up in the studio. But that's not my show. That's somebody else's show. My show, I try to keep it,
but it's
regulated.
not this show, so if it slips out every now and then, it might be all right or not.
I mean, if it slips, it slips.
Friend, I'm trying to keep it real, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm. Let's pray about it. I'm in
Well, I
prayer.
mean, here's the thing. Everybody knows how not to cuss. Everybody. Everybody
Okay,
knows how. Everybody
we do.
knows. No,
Oh,
everybody knows that. That's
don't,
that's
don't. I got
that's
you. I got
that's
you.
common law. That's
Next,
common law with church kids.
next.
Okay, so I wanted to start off. Man, I'm hot. I wanted to start off talking about legacy because first of all, because I just went to one of my good friend, Daniel Jones. He passed away recently, so we had the wake on Friday, the funeral on yesterday. And I was just thinking about what a legacy. First of all, I had to look up the definition of legacy because I always thought it was like leaving money or leaving wealth, but it's more broad than that, right? And so just the legacy, the information that he has left, the impact that he had on the music world, just like period, gospel, jazz, hip hop, everything. He just left such I mean, with his sons, his family. His sons were speaking yesterday about, all the things they had learned from him. I'm telling you, it was so funny because one of his sons is taller than him. But Daniel's like 4'11", right? Real short. But he's like this 9 foot giant. He's got all this energy in this little compact body, right? So kind of
Right.
like little Mike, right?
Kind of like his what?
Little Mike.
Okay, yeah.
No, look like we got this big, personality. So when you walk in the room, like the whole atmosphere changes. That's how Daniel was, right? And so his son was talking about. He was like, man, he would always, give me good advice, and try to teach me these things. And he said, but it would be funny because he would go and stand on top of something so he could look down. He was like, I'm not going to be feeding you information and I'm looking up at you. And it was just so funny because his son was really tall, like I don't know, he looked like 5'8", 5'10". Daniel's way down here, so it was just real funny. He was like he
Right.
would stand at the top of the stairs and talk to me, so he wouldn't have to look up to me. It was real cute. But he just left this indelible impression on everybody. Everybody was just saying the same thing about his spirit, his energy, his mastery, in musicianship. It was just amazing. Girl, did I tell you Jenny was at the funeral?
No,
Girl, was.
no.
Okay. So that's why I want to talk about legacy. Like what is your legacy gonna be, or what do you hope that your legacy will be? Is that
But
something that you
I
ever thought
gotta,
about?
I gotta follow what I know only because I'm sorry, something just hit the window. But I hope it's not hail because it's raining really bad. But I have to follow what I know. Like, faith led our family first. And I just remember mom planting that early in us, that lead with faith, God first. So, I feel like when you're looking at legacy, as you thought, it's something financially being passed down. But for me, legacy is something that's being passed on. And the second most important thing that my family wanted to pass on, not only just faith is huge in our family, as you know, because both of our families are founded and based on faith,
Right.
um, and our beliefs, but family is second. So don't leave us behind just because you're not in the immediate circle of the family. Reach out and talk to those cousins. Reach out and even if it's just Facebook has been huge for our family, only because we've been able to reconnect with those second and third cousins we didn't really get a chance to grow up with and know, and now we're even sharing photographs of the great aunts and the great 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 grandfathers and how those connections work and where do you fit in that. So family was always big for my mother. And then the fact that, our matriarchs are now gone. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
he wants to make sure that when she's gone, we continue to have those connections with our cousins, our second and third cousins, that we continue to have family reunions and remember each other. So, and then, of course, girl, I could go on. It could be ethics, be like a lady, the humbleness of what my mother has continued to pass down. That's what I want in my house. The sorority. Since I was a little girl, all we knew was pink and green. I mean, you knew the other colors, but you wouldn't come home, but with pink and green. But it's a legacy. It's a pass down. My sister's an AKA. My cousins are AKs. So it's still a legacy of my mother that laid out. So, if I had a daughter, yeah, of course I would want her to follow that same path. But since I don't have children, my own legacy would be right now pursuing my dream, which is what I've been doing. Um, to leave my mark on the cinematography and film and the industry
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have a legacy of family. So my legacy's got to be led on screen. Um, that's what I can leave. There's nothing else. Like you don't have that. Even with you have family, everyone else has their own family legacy that follows behind them. So when you're without children, husband, that type of dynamic of the family. My only way of leaving the legacy is on camera.
Okay, so let me go back to you, and I agree with you. Let me go back to this because it's funny that you said that because last week on Miss Foster's, one of the ladies at the radio station, they were talking about the Greeks. and the Greek role in the Christian community, because she said she went somewhere and one of the pastors told her like flat out that that was like it was a sin to be involved in the fraternities. Or have you
Nope.
heard that before?
Nope.
You never heard that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So it, and she
What
was
I
talking about
know is
how.
from just my own opinion and my own experience and other, not even immediate Alpha Kappa Alpha, but other sororities, is based on Christianity, is based on prayer, is based on that community service. So hearing
That's
that
and that's
it's God's word, I I've never heard that.
yeah, but that's what they were saying is that it doesn't line up with the word, but her take on it was, but they're based on community and service and all these things. So how can it be a conflict with the word? Now I don't know it to be scripture. I don't know that he gave her a scripture, but I just thought it was very, and because she asked me about my opinion of it, and growing up, see, that's not in my family, right? I don't know anybody that has pledged. If they have, I don't know anything about it because it's not something that we talk about in our family, right? So that's not. I don't. When I met you and your family did all that, to me, it was really weird because it seemed very. And this is what they talked about last week. They said it seemed very cult-ish to be so tied up in some type of organization that was not that didn't have anything to do with church. And that's what I always thought growing up. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew was what I saw on TV and in movies. What I saw on TV and movies, I didn't want to be a part of. When you talk about School Days and some of these other movies and all the hazing and all the craziness, I was like, oh, I don't want to be a part of that. But then when I met you and saw, how your family does, and it's about community and all these other things, and I was like, okay, it must not be, a bad thing because I know you come from good stuff. So I said it can't be that bad of a thing if her whole family is part of this thing.
Well, let's go back to 1908. If you're gonna go there, let's go back to 1908. Let's go back to 1913. And all of these years when the Divine Nine came into play. Yes, it was the educated women and men at that time, black men and women, but that's all we had. We didn't
Hmm.
have nothing of our own.
Right.
Everybody had their own university. So this was our one thing on campus of all of those that didn't accept you to join science club and you couldn't be part of all this. We barely part of a university. So for us to have this, and back then everything was about God. Everything was about them trying to learn more. So the fact that they're on campus and they're learning more, and all they could do is believe and have faith. So their faith in what was taught was also given to the community, and also being able to provide. There's so much that sororities and fraternities have done, but everything starts off with prayer. Everything starts off faith. So for that person to say what they've said, maybe they just never experienced or have that conversation with.
Hmm.
Um, to give a little more knowledge. I won't say that, it's just most of the time we speak on something we think and not something we know.
Right. Yeah, I agree. And all I could do was share my story. I'm like, I don't know anything about fraternities. It's not part of my family. And I like to see the step shows.
Yeah, yeah. But just like anything else, there's a good and bad. The devil was right there when God was doing what he was doing. So, there's good and bad to every side. Was school days truthful? There's some truth to it, but that's not every chapter. That's not every branch of Greek life and
Hmm.
community. But just so is everything else we get involved with. You may be in a book reading club. Is that a cult because everybody wants to read the same book? So
Yeah.
because we believe in these beliefs and the foundation of educated Black women and having a network and a
Mm-hmm.
foundation base to, I know that I've come here to a new city. I don't know anyone, but because just the sisterhood, I can reach out to any of my sisters here and that don't even really know me and say, hey, you could try over here. They don't have to do that. But had I not been of anything, could I have reached out to whom? So it's the circles you put yourself in. I don't think so much of a cult, but anyway, I've
Well,
never.
from what I understand and what this pastor, whoever he was, said, it was more about the stuff, right? Because we know that idolatry is against the Bible. So I think I believe he was coming from the idolatry part of it. Is what they have all this stuff, all the letters and everything is pink and green and it's pearls everywhere and it's all this stuff. So let me ask you this: how would your family feel if somebody played some other sorority other than AKA? Would that be a problem?
We do have some deltas in the family.
Oh, y'all do
We
have some differences?
green elephants. That's all. But we got deltas in the family.
Really?
Um, yeah, yeah.
So if let's say if Reagan had played Delta or something else, that would have been fine. Have been okay with your mom?
Decision, will we have, will we have been happy with it? You know, again, it was a legacy, so of course we would expect for her to follow, but we also she has her own mind that if that's what she wanted to do, that's what she's going to do, and we
Right.
never stepped in her way of making those decisions. So
But you guys were.
we
I'm
still have cousins
she
that
was heavily influenced into the AKA.
I'm telling you, we've had cousins that are not AK. They're not even part of the Black Greek sorority, so they didn't follow us at all.
Do white people have sororities?
Yeah, but most of the time it ends at college. So they
Oh,
cannot fathom um, when they hear sorority for us, like my job, like I took off to take some days to go to regional. And they were thinking more like it was all of us college girls getting back together to party or whatever. No, we're going to conduct business. We're incorporated. Um, we community service and also help out overseas in other countries and the impact that we have within legislation and the positions that many of the sorority has held. All depends on the foundation of Christ, all of it. But
well, hallelujah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Friend, I can't see your shirt. You wouldn't put this shirt on. I can't see it.
let me stand up a little bit and back it up because my friend made this shirt for us when we went to see Janet
Unbreakable
go, and
tour.
now she got her own podcast,
Thank,
KFLO.
thank you, friend. But
Let me.
mine says number one fan on it. Number one Jan fan. Yeah, you didn't want that. That's fine.
You keep me fashionably up par to make sure I know what I'm wearing. I'm supposed to be wearing. We were fashionably cute that day.
Okay. Because baby, the mixed prince queen is me. People keep telling me that I need to do a podcast on fashion. I don't think I could do a whole podcast on fashion. I mean, I could if I was talking to another fashion person.
Make it Fashion Friday.
Yeah, and I do. I already have a name. I have a name for the segment if I do it. But let me tell you. So since you brought that into the conversation, here's the thing. There's a lot of stuff that I know about fashion, but may not necessarily know how to teach it. Like I know how to do it, but I don't know if I know how to teach it because what I do, I just do based off what I know, and it's really based off of instinct, right? Like I went to fashion school, I went to fashion class. I know terminology and I know things, but I don't know that I could teach it because I don't know that I'm a teacher but I'm a shower. I can show you.
But
And
you,
I can tell you in my mind, I can tell you in my mind what to put together.
see now, if that was me, you would have cut me off at the knees and said, okay, you're thinking negatively because God made you wonderfully made. And so you have your own personal gift. And what you realize is you've been teaching. When you show that one black dress and boom, you put a hat on it and flash, and there's another, you got a jacket with it, and boom, you can put some tennis shoes with it. You just taught me how to take one outfit and have five different. I'm someone that has anxieties and struggles with dressing myself. If it's not a t-shirt and some jeans or some sweats and some tennis shoes, baby, I ain't with it. I don't want to be all prettied up and unless somebody is coming to do my makeup, do my hair, I would rather have that. But to know what I try on five or six different outfits at the same time because I am nervous about what to put on. And so when you show me, you say, go in your closet and let me see what you got in and then you go show me everything. I could put on one outfit. You could wear a hat. You could wear some these tennis shoes, or I could wear some dress shoes, or put it with a heel. Now I could put a blazer with it and go out to dinner when I went to work earlier. I wouldn't have thought of it that way, Kim. So you teach people every day how to put stuff together in their closet that they may not even thought about putting that belt around that duster.
Right.
I
Well,
you know,
I guess because I just don't. I guess I don't think of it as teaching because I just do it automatically, so it doesn't feel like I'm teaching. But I'm gonna tell you, when I posted the video with the jumper and the blazer, I had so many people say, "Oh, I never would have done that," and somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that with my next jumper. I'm wearing a blazer." I was like, "Oh, okay,
that's what I'm
huh?
saying, friend. I said, that's what I'm saying, friend.
Yeah, you're
You've
right."
been, you've been teaching me for years. I just, haven't been with it. Now I'm at the point I gotta grow up, and get out the sweats, put on some lipstick. See,
Yes, like I mean, for years, and I love your frames, by the way. They fit your face.
thank you,
Yeah, you did good. But
thank
yeah,
you.
for years, I just realized one day I was like, in all of your pictures, I like she never has on lipstick ever, and I'm just like, friend. And I even went through the trouble, took my time to go. Well, I think I went to the Mac site and uploaded your picture and sent you about umpteen thousand lipstick options, and was like, put them on Facebook and see what people say.
It always felt weird to me. I've always had gloss or Vaseline. That's it. Um, and so and if it rubs off, I don't know if I got lipstick up here. Nobody would say nothing. So I just got used to wearing gloss, just moisturizer.
Even the fact that you just said that, because they have lipstick that doesn't smudge.
I know that now. But since I haven't been interested in lipstick, I don't want to look into them because I didn't want to put it on.
It helps
My
though, friend.
sister, my mother are nothing like they always got their face together. They're always makeup, face ready. My mom always has her lipstick on. My sister always has her lipstick. I'm trying. It's something new.
Very good, friend. Very, very, very good. I'm excited about it. Um, so let's talk about, okay, so your hair. Now, I'm really enjoying this look.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and the color, because I'm used to seeing you in blonde. So with it not being blonde, it's dark at the top. So I really like that. I think it's cute.
And I'm so missing my blonde. I am.
Well, here's the thing, but when we get old, we change, because I had some hair loss, and I thought just for a minute, I was like, man, what would it feel like to lose my hair? Because that's things that people go through, and they don't, see, this is another thing. People don't talk about menopause. You have
Ooh. You
No,
on a subject, girl.
I'm saying.
Let's get in the fire.
Actually saved this for another episode, but I've already got into it. Here, they don't tell you about because now everybody is starting to talk about Oprah, Michelle Obama, and I really want to look and see what those pills that Michelle was saying that she took hormone pills. I want to look into that because she said she don't have hot flashes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. In fact, I got it before my mom, my aunt, anybody got it in my family. I got it early. So I
Really?
got
What's
40.
early? What's early? What age?
40. My mother and my aunt were still getting theirs, and mine was over at 40. So when I'm telling you, I'm waking up in the middle of the night, I can't sleep because I could be giving a presentation at work, just start dripping in sweat. Oh my God. Um, and it's cold in the building. So it didn't make
Right.
it, it's embarrassing. Um, it's uncontrollable. It's a feeling you can't even describe to anyone other than get ready, get ready, get ready. Oh my God, the fan is
Uh,
your best friend.
it's
I
my best friend.
it is 60
My
degrees.
new best. This
I
is my new bestie.
am.
And people be like, you love to whip that fan out. It's not that I love to, I need to. I have to have one.
Now I gotta get batteries for mine, but I do have spare too. So
And it's pink and green, of course. So when I went to this Janet concert in June, girl, this was the most important thing. And would you believe that I left it at the house?
you were miserable. You were
I
upset.
was miserable.
I know you
Was
were. I didn't mean it
absolutely
like a bad one.
outside.
At the
It was
beauty supply
outside.
store.
Huh?
Now they got them all over the place at the beauty supply stores.
Oh, I'm sure. But I was outside, so I was miserable, right? And my hair was not twisted; it was straight. I had
Mm-mm.
pressed it out and had
Uh-uh.
a nice little bun.
Uh.
And let me tell you something: the person I was with, let me tell you something: the person I was with, bless his heart, didn't even tell me you might want to check your hair because I was real cute when I left the house. But by the time I went to the bathroom,
Tell you that, friend.
why?
He not gonna tell you that, friend. I mean, how long had y'all been going out?
9 months.
He not gonna tell you that.
Why? So you rather me just walk around looking crazy?
He don't want you mad about him telling you something wrong with your
That is
hair.
the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm just saying, y'all weren't that close. He's not gonna tell you that, or he would have, because he don't know that you're that type of person that would have taken it like, "Ooh, thank you. Let me go to the bathroom and
Absolutely,
take a bath
absolutely,
or doing something."
absolutely, he knows that. Absolutely, he knows that because he knows how I feel about my appearance. He knows that. He knew that day one.
Well, then maybe he didn't care.
That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point right there. And he did not care because he didn't care about his appearance. So why would you care about mine?
Well, he got
That's
him there.
yeah, that's
About him.
yeah, that's scary. And I was like, yeah, this you're not gonna work because if you gonna let me walk around looking with my hair all fluffed out in a puff ball, looking like I just got out of somebody's pool and not say nothing, you is not my kind, sir. You are not on my team. You are not on my team.
Here,
Hmm?
that down. You see that sticking up? Pat that down for me. You saw that?
Yeah.
Pat it down, baby. You know what? I don't know. You gotta tell them everything these days. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I'm
Right.
not the one to get advice from. I'm still 55 and single, and I don't understand. But I'm satisfied. I'm cool. I'm tired of trying to figure it out.
Right. I am too.
I'm tired of trying to be good. And then let me stop.
I'm over it. No, keep going, friend.
No, I was gonna say a cuss word, but
Mother cracker.
let me just drink to it so I don't have to say nothing.
What you sipping on? Is that wine?
It's a little red Moscato. Somebody said it was try it, so it was very good. Nice. Kind of look like Kool-Aid. Kind of tastes like Kool-Aid. But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. So are you over it? Like, are you told so? But you are open if someone that is uh, on they supposed to be where they up to par. If someone who got all their stuff together for real, then they not pretending like they do. Are you still open to it? I know.
man. Oh, oh my God, because oh my God, we've had some of the worst dates, situations, experiences. I mean, this is going on 30 years. We're not, I'm not just talking about on the surface of the last couple of years where you would think by now I would know what the heck is going on, but I have no clue.
Right.
And now it's even worse because of maybe social media and people don't actually talk anymore. Everything is texting. And I'm still looking at old school ways. I want you to contact me. I want you to call me. I want you to court me. Um, no, I'm not trying to send you pictures. No, I don't want those pictures of you either. It's a process. It really is. And even though, we might entertain it, early on. I can't say that I haven't been there. I entertained it early.
Right.
But now, I think we're old enough when we're past that. Now I'm really looking at character, conversation, and the love of God in your life. I'm not saying you have to be a perfect Christian. I'm not a perfect Christian, but I do need to know that, or I do look for the fact that you do spend time and you have a relationship with Him, that you are at least tithing your money into Him, that it comes back to you and you are working with other tithe people. I do look at that too because my
Girl,
money
good luck with that.
gets blown out the window when I'm not looking at that. But um, but I look at it also on both sides. My brother is a good guy, but cannot find a blessed woman. Um, so it goes both ways. It's just I don't know now. Maybe I'm just too old school. Maybe I'm not freaky enough. Um, that's just
But you would think at our age that guys would want the same thing, but it's like they've fallen into whatever's trending, whatever's current. Like even guys our age are doing the same thing. I'm like, but we're from the same generation. How could you like I don't get it. Like even somebody who's 40, right? I think even somebody who's 40 should still be in that age bracket of picking up the phone. Like why are you DMing me when you have my phone number?
yeah. Why are you expecting me to sweat you? Because I'm not.
Because I'm not.
I'm not. I'm not the one. I mean, I've been by myself this long, really. So I've had to learn to do things for myself because I haven't had a man in my life. So if I ask you and you're supposed to be my guy, you should already know I need an oil change.
Right.
It's in my car. If you
Hmm.
see me driving, that's just something you pick up. I shouldn't have to ask you to do those things. You don't have to ask me to cook.
That part.
You don't have to ask me, hey, could you help me with this? Or, because I'm computer savvy, could you type that? You don't have to ask, because I already know that about you. So do you need me to do it? Or would you like for me to do it? I'm going to
Mhm.
offer. But I don't seem to get that reciprocation.
Right.
But again, I have to say to myself all the time, um, people aren't raised the way I was raised.
Hmm.
And I
Facts.
really have to look at the men that I have been attracted to. I've been attracted to for years on potential versus the reality of it. The ones that, I felt as if, I gave in too fast or I maybe lasted too long and gave him too many chances. Of course, you already know. Um, but now it's like they want you to worship them. They are the prize. We are not the prize. You need to be calling me, and you need to, because I don't care if it's 20 to 1. I'm not going to be doing all of it. I give what you give to me.
Right.
I match your energy. I really do. I match the energy. If you're interested, then I'm gonna keep conversation with you. But just to use it for sex, we've been through it, been there, done that.
Right.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and even the older guys at 50 plus, because there's so much out there, and now we have a lot of dating sites. Um, the effort is not made.
Right.
There's no effort. There's none. Um, So it's difficult. So now I have to just stay focused on me and what I'm trying to do, and not let that, because when I look back over the years, I wasted a lot of time
A lot
on
of time.
other folks that didn't support me,
Nope.
that I full wholeheartedly supported and gave my heart. And of course, if I'm giving you that attention, I'm giving you my heart. So the fact you tore it apart, um, thank God that I had a relationship and to learn to have the strength to know that I'm special enough to Him and Him only. And because I made those choices, He may have taken all this time to move all of this junk out of my way to get me to that right one, man of God for me. And so I just take it as that.
Yeah.
I don't even look for it. If it happens, God's going to sit in my way. And if it doesn't, maybe He's blocking me for something I don't need.
I totally agree. I've been single a long time,
And that's
and
great.
unlike some people, I chose not to go that route. I was like, I'm not going through none of that. I would just be by myself. So I've had that mind frame for a long time. As you know, I don't do build a bear. If he ain't already
I
together.
built a bear. I built a bear and I married a bear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I just wasn't doing all that. But I will say this: it's not that I haven't met any men who had it all together. Sometimes it's as simple as attraction. Just like he's great, he's nice, he's sweet, but I'm just not attracted to him, and that's very important.
I mean, I have to be attracted to you somewhere. The conversation, you make me laugh. It
Right,
could be physical. I think I'm cute, so I want cute too.
right,
I think I'm smart, so I expect smart too.
right.
I think I'm funny, so I expect a little. So we can um, all be part of uh, somewhat of a mirror, but a balance at the same time. I don't want somebody just like me that's going to agree with
Exactly.
everything I do. I need someone that's going to be able to handle that. At times I'm very spontaneous, or I'm very emotional, and
Mhm.
I'm actually a girl, and sometimes I can be heavy handed because I used to grow up with boys. So um, it's really about getting to know me, and most of them don't. They don't want to get to know you.
Mm-mm.
They just want to, let's get to it.
That's it.
Let
That's
me come
it.
and chill at your house, or so I'm like, okay, what type of guys you meet? So now it's like, I'm sitting back. I'm not even seeking it anymore, because
Right.
I really don't even pay attention that my friends have to say, hey, he was trying to say something to you. Obviously, he wasn't.
Because he didn't.
He didn't approach me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And if he was trying to approach me, he would have said something to me. But he
Right.
came up and he said something to everyone, but he was staring at one, even though you didn't speak directly to me. So every time I looked up, you're looking at her. So why am I gonna be all overly in this man's face? I'm not.
Right.
I'm not.
And it's, even then, and then I've heard, well, my pastor said a long time ago, if there's somebody, a man or whatever that you're interested, stand next to him and smile, give him a look, give him a compliment. So it's like, okay, I've done that. Like, but I'm that person, I'm gonna give a compliment anyway. If you fly, you fly, I'm gonna tell you you fly. But I feel like if we're sitting there and we're exchanging compliments or we're exchanging words, and I feel like, you might want to say something, but you don't, that ain't my fault.
Right.
You a man, be a man, say something. It's nothing to say, well, what are you doing later on? Can we talk? Can I have your phone number? Can we chit chat? I mean, it's nothing to say that. And if it's a no, it's a no. But it's like I gave my number to a complete stranger the other day. I don't want to talk to him. And I'm not. But in the moment, I was like, okay, sure, fine. But now when I got home and think about it, I was like, he ain't my type. I'm not even gonna waste his time or mine. But in the moment, it felt good that somebody actually stopped me and asked me for my number because it doesn't happen often. So I think it was just the excitement of, oh, somebody, what happened? It was the excitement of somebody actually asked for my phone number. So I gave it to him. But honey, once I got home and as I looked back over my life, I was like, I'm not even gonna waste his time. What happened to my friend? And I can't pause this. Now hold on, let me call him. Let me see what happened. Because we're about to wrap this up anyway. It's we almost 45 minutes in. Y'all hold on, I'm gonna call him. Oh, there she is. Oh, there.
Sorry.
What happened? Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, but anyway, I was like, I just gave him my number in the moment because it just felt, I was like, oh, somebody actually asked. And I wasn't cute that day. Like I was looking like my hair would, huh?
It always works like that when you're not looking your best. That's
I
what
mean, I was like, of all days for somebody to ask me,
nobody.
yeah, of all days. Now when I'm cute, never. But as I thought about it, I was like, I got home and I was like, wait, he had gold teeth. I'm not gonna talk to him.
Friend.
I'm just not.
You know, I am the queen of the Jerry curls still and the gold teeth. I am.
Who's still wearing that shit? Who?
They are. They are. They are, I'm not gonna even send you pictures.
So, yeah, and we're gonna end on this note. So
What's
this
in my
is
DM? I really do. I want you to see.
huh?
I want you to see what's in my DM.
Oh, yeah. Like you said, we've been single for so long. Sometimes I just like that somebody even offered, somebody even seemed interested. But knowing me and what I've been through with the past couple of guys, I'm like, I'm not gonna waste my time. If I'm not attracted to you, I'm just gonna leave it at that because you're not gonna change, especially men of a certain age. They're not gonna change. If they want to look how they want to look.
But I've always been the type, if I already know that I don't feel that energy or that I'm not attracted to you, I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm not one of those girls that or females that I'm just gonna go out so I can feel. We can do some talking to get to know each other, but if I'm not feeling that, why would I waste your time and money taking me out just so I can eat? I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
When guys have taken it as I've been stuck up or no, I'm really trying to respect you because I know I'm not about to waste your time or mine. You're going to keep trying, you're going to keep calling when I already know I'm not feeling that vibe. So why would I use you to pay for a meal? And I likes to eat because I'm a foodie. So you
Right.
would take it like I'm trying to run your bill up. No, boo, I eat like this all the time. And I eat
Right.
like for me. And I pay for
On my dime. Right.
so it's not that I'm trying to run your bill up. That's just the way I like to eat. So why would I waste your money or your time? I'm not gonna do it. So most wouldn't understand that. Well, you're different. Uh, I
Right.
just am. I'm just not. I'm not. I don't see why I would even waste when I don't even want life conversation. Why would I go to dinner with you?
Yeah, you're right.
And
Cause
I'll
I
give you one or two chances and keep talking. Maybe it was nerves, or maybe I know I'm a talker and I can talk about anything. I can talk to this wall. You already know that. But why would I sit up and hold a conversation with myself?
right.
And
When
the
I
only
look back
part
over my life.
someone that you like to talk to. So if
Hmm.
you're not going to talk to me, then what's the point?
Right.
That's,
But I did what people told. I tried what people told me to try. Kim, give him a chance. He's a nice guy. No, he doesn't particularly look the way you want him to look, but give it time. Maybe he'll change. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it, but and I can't do it, sir. Just can't. But I tried. I can at least say that I
you
tried.
know, they always say nice guys finish last. Now, I had a very nice guy. I don't know if you remember anyway, but
Yeah.
at the same time, because his parents had gotten divorced at an early age, he always feared the failure of a relationship.
Hmm.
He got married. Now, if I had agreed to continuously just be his woman and I was good with that, like Oprah and Stedman,
Hmm.
I would be forever had been taken care of. I wouldn't even have to question. I didn't. There was no jealousy or animosity. It was a real, true adult relationship. I trusted him to the T. He trusted me. But the fact that I couldn't get past, I cannot have children with you because we're not married.
Hmm.
And since you don't want to get married, then I can't have kids. And then here, look at it, what, 20 years later. Um, he finally got married and I still don't have no kids. But he got, he got married like 10 years later. But he wasn't ready, and I have to appreciate that he could say that
Hmm.
much. Not that I don't love you, not that I wouldn't want to be your husband, but I'm not ready. And I'm not going to say this just because that's what you want in life. That doesn't work for me right
Right.
now. And whatever his thought process in that was. But at that time, my body ready. I'm ready for a baby. That was my thought process. So then I rushed into a relationship to
Hmm.
have that baby. That once I got in that relationship, I was like, "Ooh, girl, you better not have that baby with this one because you're gonna be with that for the rest of your life. You raise a baby with him." Um, and so it didn't happen for me because again, you got to be careful of what you pray for because sometimes those prayers actually come into fruition. And my prayer was to never do it by myself without my husband. I've watched plenty of my girlfriends who were single mothers struggle by themselves, and I probably took myself out of the game a long time ago back in high school when I used to watch, my girl Liz and some of these other young mothers that came out right at high school, college, and they were having kids and had to do it themselves. It was hard. So I
Hmm.
never wanted to do that. I wanted to have the family and do it the right way and have the child.
Right.
But since I didn't have the husband, I didn't have the child. And
Right.
so, sometimes the nice guys don't work out either. So it's like, what do you do? You know,
Yeah.
we've gone for our appeal. We've gone for what we like and know we should have, but we, I got to taste it a little bit. But when the nice guy really is the one that really hurt me the most because I knew this would be solid. I had checked all the boxes and he was just genuinely who he was. And I liked that about him, loved his family. So, it's still questionable. What do you do? We got to focus on us like we've been doing. And if
Hmm.
it comes, it comes, and if it don't, It's God's will now. I'm not even seeking it.
Right. I feel you. I ain't either. I'm just like, Lord, whatever. I'm gonna focus on me. I want these podcasts. I want these podcasts to blow up. I want to do a insurance commercial that's funny. That's it. I just want to enjoy my life and travel and have money. Huh?
Why insurance commercial?
Because I love the progressive insurance commercials when they're talking about the people turning into their parents. The man said, "Is it really necessary to post 47 pictures?" She's like, "Yes." He said, "No."
Okay.
They
Yeah.
talk about when they get to the parking lot and they are on their way in. I want how long is it? How long is it gonna last? You always think about leaving before you get in to the event.
How
That's how we do.
far are we going? This is my dad.
How
That's
far
my
are we
dad
from
every time he came to Dallas. How far are we going to get something to eat? How long is we gonna be in the car? How long?
right?
Yes.
Yeah. How long we gonna be out? You ain't even got there yet. You worried about what time you getting home.
We didn't
So
get there and be
yeah,
like, "Ooh, this food is good. I see why you drove way out."
right.
So
So yeah, that's why I'm going to be in a progressive insurance commercial. I'm speaking it now.
think it is.
Anyway, that is the end of our show, ma'am. I enjoyed this conversation, but I enjoy all of our conversations because
Get
you're
on.
my
What did you say? Just get on the camera and we gonna talk. That's what you
yeah,
said.
that's
Yes,
it. And that's what it is. And that's how I want it to be. So
all time.
all right, that's it, ma'am. Thank you so much. Right. Oh, that's what Janet does. All right, I will talk to you later, friend.
Love
I
you.
love you. This has been the first episode of Candid Content, and I will see you guys on episode
Peace.
dose. Peace. Why should have some music to end us out?